Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Kassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. Today, we're going to be doing the daily reading for Thursday, June 3rd, 2021. And today's the day that's ruled by the throat chakra and guided by abundance. And the galactic signature that we're working with today is the blue lunar monkey energy. So the blue monkey energy is all about play, magic, and illusion. So we're being called to be spontaneous today. We're being called to experience joy, to really embrace the fun and stop taking life so seriously. This is an energy that really likes to break things down. Blue monkey energy likes to find new solutions. It likes to create something new from something old. It likes to dissolve anything that is rigid, anything that is inflexible, right? And create something that is more malleable, more free. There's an intense energy of liberation today. And this blue monkey energy, especially with the lunar tone attached to it, is very much about liberating us, but it's not the ways that it may go about doing that. May be a little bit confusing, maybe a little bit illusory. Remember, the energy of illusion is present with this signature. And also when we're looking at that monkey energy, right? The monkey is a trickster. And so the ways that it goes about revealing to us what needs to be seen, right? The ways that it's helping us to peel through our own illusions may be not quite what we'd expect. So it's a very big day of expecting the unexpected, but just learning to roll with it, learning to enjoy that, learning to embrace the unknown, learning to embrace the fact that situations may be going in different directions than what we thought today. Things may be taking us by surprise. And instead of fearing that energy, just really throwing ourselves fully into it and just being present and in the moment and taking the most enjoyment that we can out of every single moment that we have today. The affirmations for today are: I polarize in order to play, stabilizing illusion. I seal the process of magic with the lunar tone of challenge. I am guided by the power of abundance. And the secondary affirmation is: I am Chuen, monkey. I am your spontaneity and magical child. I give to you humor and fun. And so really today, whatever is going on, just find a way to laugh about it. Just find a way to laugh about it. Find the gift, find the humor, find the magic. There is magic hidden beneath everything that we see, do, and experience. It's just about how open we are to that magic. So be open to that magic today, and be open to that magic and step into that magic with the heart of a child. And so Blue Monkey Days are all about magic, or are they about illusion? And remember, we do have actually today Neptune and Mercury perfecting their square, which they're going to be loosely in throughout a majority of this retrograde. So there's a lot of illusory energy there. We also have Mercury squaring Pallas, which is the planet that helps to give us clarity, that helps us to see things clearly and really understand and connect the dots. So we could feel a little bit like we're free floating today. But that's the energy that liberates us. That's when we're really forced to call upon our trust, call upon our faith, call upon our inner strength, and really just laugh it off, right? Whenever there's a particularly heavy feeling situation, it always feels lighter when we're able to find the humor in it. So really today, above all else, practice finding the humor in things. Even if you may not be able to get in touch with that playful side of yourself, at least find the humor in this situation. When we find the humor, we naturally unlock our playful side, because our playful side likes to laugh, right? So just really, you guys know, whatever it is, sometimes we have that phrase, right? Nothing left to do but laugh. And so that's sort of the energy possibly that some may be experiencing today, especially where we also have the moon, which is in a square to Venus and transitioning from Pisces into Aries. And so that's a little bit of a rocky transition to very different energies, as we have the free-flowing, unity-based Pisces energy into that fierce, independent Aries energy, right? And squaring against Venus, which is our self-love, which is our relationships, which is our finances, our values, all of that. I mean, there's a lot of energies in the air. We got that T-square between Mars, Pluto, and Eris, which is perfecting right now. It's just a degree or two away from being fully whatever the word is that you want to call it, fully activated. So feeling very active today. A lot of different forces and energies that may be confusing us, that maybe it feels like we're being led one way and then we're being led another, right? It feels like we understand one thing one way and then all of a sudden we're understanding it another. And so it's just going with the flow of all of that, going with the flow of what's happening and just embracing the journey as best we can. And I'm going to keep reading now. Monkey days can be tricky. If you need to learn an important lesson, like the difference between magic and illusion, then Monkey will find ways to teach you. Unless you want to suffer from monkey mind, the internal chatter, you'd better pay attention. If you want to play around with magic, beware that if you don't know what you're doing, you can cause harm. Magic requires great respect and discipline. Monkey teaches discipline of the mind, and Monkey can play around with your mind in order to teach you. The guidance is to focus on celebrating your divine inner child through spontaneity and innocence. Laugh at yourself and dissolve all seriousness. Lighten up, enjoy the illusion. Apply humor and become invincible. And we are, of course, also going to read from the Astro Dream Advisor. And I don't think we've read this one yet from the Astro Dream Advisor. Some of them we've read a couple times now. Blue monkey represents the divine child, the child that is ever in a state of open-hearted wisdom, innocence, trust, simplicity, and joyful wonder. What would it feel like to actually be a magical child in this culture and time? The secret that very few know, because they may feel more comfortable trying to protect themselves, is that the divine child offers the strongest of all protections, the invulnerability of open-hearted love. Through innocence, a kind of immunity is created that allows the divine child to be transparent, so that the apparent slings and arrows of the world can pass right through without being personalized into wounds, reactions, or hurt feelings. This is the path of innocence regained. Transparency is the path of the new consciousness. Look deeply into the eyes of a happy 2-year-old. There you will see the innocent trust, open-heartedness, and spontaneous joy that typifies the divine child. Imagine yourself as an enlightened 2-year-old in a state of ecstatic communion and delight. In childhood, you didn't have to remember to be playful. You could easily and fluidly express your emotions. You didn't have to understand whys and wherefores. You knew with your heart. This is your natural state of being. The state of ecstasy, the path of revealed innocence. In Western culture, many people have a distorted understanding about what it is to be a human being. We are often taught that successful adults are responsible, serious, rigid, controlled, and goal-oriented. In your journey with society, your developmental stages may have been incomplete. The natural sensitivity, fluidity, and freedom of the child may have been left behind in partial passage. Perhaps your inner child was wounded or treated insensitively, and you carried this unresolved process into adulthood. Blue Monkey encourages you to bring forth this incomplete or wounded part for integration and healing. In this new myth, your spontaneous divine child will usher in and anchor the new frequency. How can you heal your inner child? Explore what truly gives you joy. Find types of work that support your sensitivity and create deep satisfaction. Be simple. Love, play, dance, draw, color, and sing. These activities are all for all divine children. They serve the expression of the magical child in everyone. Consciously make time for the joyful freedom and magic of play. The number for Blue Monkey is 11, the vibration wherein novelty and spontaneity break down resistant forms. When unity merges with essence self, a mystical foundation is created that disintegrates old patterns. This is actually integration in disguise. As your walls tumble down, they crack into a smile, and the illumination of self shines through. And we are working with tone 2 today, which is the lunar tone. And this is the loom of reality, the sacred twins, cooperation, relationship, polarity of male and female, and duality. 2 is the ray of polarity, the sacred twins, smoky mirror, and the clear reflection. All things in relationship. Polarity is the loom on which reality is strung, the magnetic dance of universal forces. Within the mirror of polarity, you will find the many faces of illusion, as well as ultimate freedom from illusion. Polarity reveals your conflict struggles and the apparent separation created by your beliefs in duality. Examine your attractions and aversions. Discover the loom of reality that is intricately woven in relationship. Utilize the teachings that are held in the number 2. Polarized positions actually work in cooperative alliance. In cooperation, all polarities serve as backgrounds for full appreciation of one another and the whole. Also examine the polarity of male and female within yourself. Explore your divine feminine and masculine aspects. Look for the gifts within your relationships. Investigate the polarities within them and explore the natural lines of force and growth they create. Remember, polarity is the pulse of universal source. So really a perfect tone to be accompanying this blue monkey energy today. And remember, we're being guided by abundance today. So there's incredible abundance to be found in flow. There's incredible abundance to be found in play, in joy, in spontaneity, by connecting with that beautiful divine child within. And I'm going to pull a couple Star Temple Oracle, because I'm just thinking of that divine child card. Clear. And I'm feeling like there are some other cards that want to come out for us. So we're going to get some guidance from the Star Temple Oracle, from the Pleiades today, about this blue monkey day. And yes, so the video yesterday was about, it was about the day, but we were looking into the entire 13-day wave spell of the blue, or not the blue, sorry, the white magnetic dog energy. And so if you guys didn't check that out, definitely do, because that's going to be an overriding frequency. And so we're looking, right, we're looking at love. We're looking at all of the ways, all the barriers that we have built against love, and we're breaking those down, and we're looking at all the different ways that we can see, experience, give, and receive love, where it's really a heavy focus on relationship as well. And so we can see this blue monkey energy today, helping to break down some of those barriers and helping to make some of those illusions known. And sometimes we travel deeper into the illusion in order to see through it. All right, what guidance do we have? We'll see if those come back out. All right, that one did. Yep. The Amazon Queen battle. I am a devoted warrior of the universe. So that's gorgeous energy for our first card. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the little star, divine. My inner child is whole and complete. And the card that was trying to pop out with the Amazon Queen was, I can't remember the name of it, but it talked about shining your light bright for all to see. And so that is how we become. That is what a devoted warrior of the universe does. They shine their light brightly for all to see. And in order to shine our light brightly for all to see, we must take care of our inner child, right? That is the ultimate purity of our light, right, is found in our divine inner child. And so really allowing your inner child to come out and play today, bringing that healing to your inner child. And then we have the star mother loved. The universal mother loves and supports me totally. So really, while we are, and I love how this talks about the universal mother, the star mother, right? Because we're talking about our inner child too. And so it's like knowing that you are so loved and so supported, and bringing that knowing to your inner child. Many of us, our inner children, need to know that we're loved and supported, because there were times when they felt as though they weren't, right? When we felt as though we weren't. And those are the times that create those wounds that we are healing, so that we can shine our light brightly, so that we can be that devoted warrior of the universe, right? And then we have the Oracle. I am the Oracle, my intuitive insights flow freely. When we are able to step into that place where we feel totally loved and supported, where we feel nourished, that is when we feel safe enough to really open up. That's when that divine feminine side of us, right, that intuitive side, is able to flow. She's able to really spread her wings. And then when we are in that safe place, when we have found that safe place, right, and that safe place resides within ourselves. And then, of course, radiates out, and everywhere is a safe place. When it's a safe place in here, it's a safe place there. And then those insights can flow freely. The answers come to us readily. We realize that we had the answers all along. We just didn't know there's so much energy about feeling supported, the importance of feeling loved and supported. All right, we're going to do this again, you guys. I want everyone to close their eyes. Close your eyes and imagine your energy lifting off through the top of your crown as high as it can possibly go. Higher and higher and higher. Set the intention to connect with this beautiful white light and swim deeper and deeper into this beautiful white light. Would you like to know what it feels like to be unconditionally loved and supported by the Creator? Would you like to know that it is possible to feel and experience and connect with this unconditional love and support? Would you like to know what it feels like to be safe? What it feels like to be held? What it feels like to be comforted? Would you like to know how to live your daily life feeling safe, being safe, knowing that you are safe? Would you like to know how to live your daily life in safety? Would you like to know that you are a highly creative and intuitive soul? Would you like to know what it feels like to be a highly creative, powerful, and intuitive soul? Would you like to know that it's possible to be an empowered and creative, intuitive soul? Would you like to know that you know how to live your daily life this way? That you know how to live your daily life in constant connection with the force of creation, knowing that you are a force of creation, and having the courage to express this creation, to express this creative drive? Would you like to know what it feels like to be spontaneous, what it feels like to be joyful? Would you like to know that you are spontaneous and joyful? And would you like to know how to live your daily life expressing this spontaneity and joy? Would you like to know that you are a dynamic force and a dynamic creator? And would you like to know that you always have access to this energy, because this energy is that which you are? If so, say yes. Okay, let's keep going. We have the mystic magic. I weave my magic and surrender to the universe. Yes, and that is what today is all about, right? It's getting in touch with our magic. It's freeing ourselves. It's healing ourselves. It's loving ourselves. It's learning how to laugh at ourselves, right? How to laugh in general, so that we can embrace and weave this magic, so that we understand the difference, right? We are magical, so we are creating magic all the time. But do we want to create from default, or do we want to create with intent? That's what weaving magic is, right? Think about a spider when it weaves its web. Nothing it does is accidental. Everything is crafted in a specific way for a specific purpose and intent. Every single string of silk that spider produces and adds to that web is part of a greater architectural design, right? So what is the design? What is the web that you are weaving? So we weave our magic, but then we surrender to the universe, and we allow the universe to help to guide that magic to where it's meant to go. And I'm actually going to read that one from the book for you guys too. You are entering a powerful cycle of cosmic manifestation and abundance. Get ready for blissfully co-creating with the universe and opening to receive a steady flow of magical blessings. You are in your creative flow, crafting your magic with joy. In this space of creative bliss, success is simply a side effect. Theta supports your surrender to the universal mysticism of the creatrix. Embrace all of the lushness and love you are truly worthy of. You are the magical magic weaver. The mystical magic weaver, rather, integrating all the elements with intention and focus. This is a time of completion and celebration. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. This is such an important time And I love how I saw this on the bottom of the deck, and I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and I'm going to pull that card. This is such an important time as we are really coming to understand our power. We're coming to understand our magic. We're coming to really embrace that. And it is absolutely, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like, it makes sense that as we are stepping into our power, as we are stepping into our magic, there's that part of us that questions it, right? It's like that quote from Marianne Williams. And I don't know the whole thing off the top of my head. I'm not going to get into the whole thing. But it's like you ask yourself, who am I to be so special? Who am I to be so brilliant? And it goes on. And then the reply is, who are you not to be? Or something similar. But you get the idea of that, right? Like, we take that step back and we're like, I don't know. Am I? Like, who am I? What makes me so special? Is like we question our light, we question our magic, but that's a natural part of the process because of the way we've been conditioned and programmed, because of all the experiences that we've had that have led up to this moment where we are reclaiming that. So that's part of that process. So if you're in that process right now, and trust me, I can relate. I'm going through this. These readings are always as much for me as they are for anybody else. If you are in that process, know that that's part of the process for many people. It doesn't have to be, but it often is. And so today is a day to really loosen up the rigidity around that. Stop taking it so seriously, like, who am I to be so amazing? Who are you not to be? Right? Like, we are all beautiful, amazing, and powerful. So what makes you any less deserving of that than another? I know I'll take a gamble and say the majority of the people watching this video, you see the beauty and the magnificence in others. So it's time to see that beauty and magnificence in yourself. And yes, this is a process that we are all undergoing, but don't shy away from that, right? That's our natural reaction sometimes, is to recoil from that, right? When we see a flame, the flame is so hot and it's so bright that oftentimes our instinct is to pull back. But we're being called to follow that flame, right? To become that flame. And when we become that flame, we begin this process of transforming. Transforming from what we are not to what we forgot that we are. And so it's a really profound process. And if you guys want some assistance working through this, there's a lot of limiting beliefs that are coming up for people right now. I am absolutely experiencing this in my whole life. It's quite fascinating. They're just naturally unwinding as we go through this eclipse season. And if you guys haven't checked out the eclipse season 2021 video, I definitely recommend that you do, because we talk about this. But they're naturally coming up so that we can see them, so that we can view them. And so when they come up, that's our opportunity to really listen to them, to look at them and decide, is this my truth now? Right? If they're coming up, that was our truth at one point. It does not mean it has to be our truth now. And now is the only moment that truly exists. This is the only moment that really matters. So it doesn't matter what they were then. What are they going to be right now? And we can begin the process of shifting them. Bringing them into our awareness is the first step in that process. And like I said, the Theta healing that I do, as well as the Belvaspata that I do, can help in this process of shifting these beliefs. So please reach out to me if you want assistance. But it's an organic thing, right? And the awareness for many is the first step. And so today I think the laughter is the next step. Finding the humor in it. Not taking it so seriously. And for a lot of people, there may be like, bringing that healing to our inner child is probably going to help, because a lot of these beliefs, all of the beliefs, well, not all of the beliefs, but a large majority of the core beliefs that we are working with from this lifetime began as a child. So our inner child holds the keys to so much of that. And then on the bottom of the deck here, we had the visionary awake. With an intuitive perspective, I see the bigger picture. And this word awake is really standing out, right? We are becoming more awakened. We are waking from the dream. And of course, it's all a dream, right? So we're waking from one dream into another, basically. But we're shifting the dream, right? We're shifting our awareness within the dream. And so it's about really working with that intuition today, working with that visionary energy, working with that blue monkey energy, right? To see the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is like, in a lot of ways, the bigger picture is the biggest and brightest version of ourselves, right? It's the larger spiritual journey. It's also, like we were talking about, sort of like those roots and those core things that we're working on as well. And then underneath that, we have the triple star grid, align. I connect and align with my higher consciousness. So really work with aligning with your higher consciousness today. That's going to allow you to see things from that bigger perspective. That's going to tap you into your intuition. It's just really going to assist you in so many ways. And I mean, that's not just today, that's every day, right? But today, there's a really powerful energy supporting us in doing that. And then we have the enchanter under that, dream. I wish upon a star and my dreams come true. But first we have to believe in them, right? We have to believe in ourselves. All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you so very much. I hope that you have an amazing day. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, hit that like button. It definitely helps and is much appreciated. There are also links below to donate if you feel so moved to do so. That is appreciated as well. And yeah, I'm trying to think what else. My email down below, like I said, with the description of the different services I offer if you want to do any one-on-one work. It is absolutely an honor and a privilege to be able to do that with you guys. So much appreciation, so much love. You are so beautiful. You are so worthy. You are so powerful. So own that. Step into that. And don't forget to keep that lighthearted attitude about you today. This was a beautiful reminder of that for me as well. Bye.